Hi and welcome everyone. This is a video of a traveler's notebook spread using the Elle Studio April kit and some of the wonderful extras that Elle has available this month. And this is going to be a simple grid type traveler's notebook spread. I love grids. I like to scrapbook those pretty one single photos and really dress things up or just simplify it. And then sometimes I really like to add a lot of photos. And the way I like to add a lot of photos to make a grid like this is to make them in different sizes. Now there's a variety of different ways that you can do that. You can do that from your phone and using an app. And then you can save those to your library and send them off to be printed, or if you have a printer, you can print them at home. I have done both. I usually use my computer and I use Lightroom. So then I'll just print different sizes. I know about the size of the page for a traveler's notebook, so I try to just get all the pictures to fit. And I definitely want, as you can see, I want pictures that are larger to be more the focus. Now what I did there on the left was I trimmed one of the April tags. I love the rainbow color there, and then I didn't want to waste the rest of it. So at first I thought maybe I'd put it on the right side, but I'd like it all on the left side here because it's inspiring me. It's going with the umbrella, the Asian umbrella that my daughter had painted, the rainbow colors. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this on this side, but instead of butting it against that, I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And by putting it all on this side and by that photo really is the main focus. I wanted that one to stand out. So I'm going to put this here and trim that and get that into place. Now, as I said, I knew about the size of the photos and how many would kind of fit on the pages. I also have that other tag you see on the right that I've already added my journaling. And then I'm thinking about using some of these awesome new stamps, the Wander stamp set. It's so awesome. Now that tag that's on the right that I added my journaling, on the top it says Saturday, on the bottom it says Sunday. And that was one that I really picked out and I wanted to use. And I knew this weekend would be perfect for this because it was a busy, fun weekend. And I had some fun photos that I could document those memories. So with the grid, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do love a white background, but I also love texture and I love color. But I don't want the background to be a complete solid piece of pattern paper. And since I have a lot of photos, I want to create some space also. I want to create some, I want to still make it sort of light, not too heavy. So I'm using the Elle Studio Springtime 6x6 paper stack, and you'll see I am using my scissors to hand trim some of those around the photos. Now they're not going to be an exact matte to completely cover the background of the photo, and I'm okay with that. I just want to create a little bit of color, a little bit of texture behind the photos, and then you can see a little bit off screen I actually do it, especially for this yellow piece. I don't cut too evenly. I guess I'm challenged with cutting a straight line. So I did have to use my little small paper trimmer that's off to the left, off from the video. And I pulled in a little bit of that yellow behind that one photo. That's also a nice photo that goes with the main photo because she's painting the umbrella in that photo. But I also wanted to bring in some of the yellow from the tag on the right. So I'm going to just keep backing make sure I have pattern paper to back all of those photos, get all of those pieces adhered. And then what I decided to do to create a little bit more texture is I added some vertical and horizontal stitching with my sewing machine. and just along the edges of those pieces, along the edge of the far left, and I also added it to the actual matte pieces. I added them vertical or I added them horizontal just to create a little bit more texture. Now, like I said, I knew I really wanted to use this Wander stamp, and I'm using it in this gorgeous, gorgeous blue. I believe it's a sapphire color from Altenew. So I want to type explore there. This was a fun day at the zoo for the Asian Fest, which is actually coming up again. It's that time again. It's always at springtime to celebrate spring. And I want to add some of the die cuts from the April kit. They are perfect with this little Simple Joys. Simple Joys is also part of the Wander stamp. It's just a tad bit bigger in that stamp set. And then adding some of the new spring puffy stickers here. Just really cute. Basically what I'm doing, and you can see I also added another kit die cut there on the left, the gray one that says here. I foam adhered that. I am basically filling in now the areas of the grid. So I'm completing the grid now with the embellishments from the kit and some of the extras from this month, using foam adhesive in some areas. I love this yes sticker. I like the way I decided to put it vertically along that. This was awesome die cut. And you can see I also put that wood U piece there in between the main photo and that other photo. So I'm filling in the gaps, but I'm not making it, and that's my cat, little Lily, and she also just did a little meow. Oh, the kitty cats are all over the place. Anyway, I am basically filling it in, but I'd still want to keep it fairly light. So it's not too busy. The photos are still the focus, but the color and the texture of the stamping and the puffy stickers and the die cuts and the wood piece really just add a lot. And especially that Wander, that acrylic Wander piece. I love that piece. Had to use that too. That was another one that I really wanted to use. Now I want to add some more stamping here, and you can see I'm stamping off to the left side on just a scratch piece of copy paper. I always do that to just make sure that I have a good impression. I always use a white eraser at first on brand new stamps, and even if I ink up my stamp and I see some beading of any kind, I wipe it off and do the eraser so that I get a good, solid, crisp image when I stamp. I stamped that for the record at the top on the right in the same color as the Explore. And now I'm going to start working on this right side. I really did tweak and piddle a lot with these circular alphas. These are also new this month. They're wonderful little puffy stickers that are circular, and they have a typewriter look to them. I wanted to use them, and I wanted to use them with some of the stickers, the extra stickers for the month, the die cuts, and I wanted to create, basically I'm going to write what a fun weekend, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to place it. So I'd left this in so that you can see it does take a little bit of time. You know, sometimes you do have to place those stickers, place all of those elements. And thankfully they don't adhere too well, and I didn't press them down really hard either. But I can move them around. Now this one sticker, it said fun weekend, but I wanted to break that up so that I could have it say what a fun weekend. So I just adhered that onto a piece of cardstock to take off the stickiness. I could have used baby powder, but the cardstock is also going to give it a little bit of stability, and I am going to foam adhere that onto here. So you can see I'm starting to finally figure out how I want this. There is some still white space on that tag that I have my journaling, and I'm thinking that I want to fill that in a little bit. And these white alpha circle stickers really are just the right amount. They don't take away from the tag since they're white with the black typewriter font on them. So this is really going to start moving now. And then I decide to add one more die cut from the kit. I love it when things start to flow. You feel like you finally get into a groove, and there it is. I really think that goes perfectly right there. It's a neutral color. It says more of this, and it doesn't take away from it. It just really adds to it really nicely. One other thing that I do add at the bottom is another die cut that says Play All Day, and it's in a similar color of the blue that I have. So it creates that visual triangle. Thanks so much for watching and taking the time, and stop by my blog to see the exact products that I use. Thank you so much.